Very good evening. We'll start in a minute. Everybody can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Do you hear me well? Want me
Yes.
to increase the volume? Is that okay?
Perfect.
Yeah. We will start now. As usual, we'll start with a prayer first. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, palms together. Seek the blessings from the gurus and the gods for today's lesson. If you are done, slowly open your eyes. Okay, we'll sharply finish at 6. My time 6, because of the Periya Kartike. I don't know how many of you celebrate this Kartike festival. This is very big festival in Tamil Nadu. This is the most important festival next to the Pongal. The people will lit the lamp outside of their home. When I was young, our family will do the lighting the lamp outside of the home for 30 days continuously for the entire Kartike month. But nowadays it was reduced to only 3 days. Today is the big day for us, so we'll celebrate the Kartike Dinam.
Tomorrow is the last day for the Kartike month, no? Tomorrow is the last day.
Yeah, but today we celebrate this as we call it as a Periya Kartike. I don't know how you mentioned in your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be very beautiful when you go outside and see every home is lit with a lamp, and it was an awesome look when you see that. But
It's
I
like
really miss
like Diwali once again, Vanita?
not kind of Diwali, but the people will celebrate like a Diwali because they celebrate with crackers also. But then importantly, the lighting the lamp becomes the prominent feature of this festival. If you come to Tamil Nadu, I don't know which other part of the South India celebrate this, but this one in Tamil Nadu was so famous, particularly in my area where I live.
It's only in Tamil Nadu, I guess. It's only in Tamil Nadu. And Nilamji, the Kartika month in Tamil Nadu is based on the sun movement. So, so it will last for another 20 more days in Tamil Nadu.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was under the opinion that Kartike month is finishing tomorrow because we normally go to Gangaji for a bath.
That's in the calendar which is followed in some part of India. But the calendar in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal is based on, if I'm not mistaken, is based on the sun's movement. And Tamil Nadu and Kerala is based on sun movement.
Okay. That's news. We learn so much from each other.
So 1 minute, we are going to, the whole month is Kartike, is it? And tomorrow celebrated.
Usually, previously, when I was young, when I was studying in a school, the entire month is celebrated as the big festival, and every day they put the Deepam outside of their home. But now it was reduced to only 3 days. Some people will still now go for 9 days or 7 days, but they still completely reduced to 3 days.
The month of Kartika in Tamil Nadu is the reason why it is celebrated today is because today is the Purnima, and today also happens to be the Kartika Nakshatra.
Yes, right.
Hence
it is tomorrow.
Today. Now it is going to be start. I mean, here in Singapore, it will start in 1.5 hours. The Paurnami will start. See the Panchang, you will know when the Paurnami will start.
Because
Vanita, there is a difference between Tamil interpretation of Purnima and in some part of India, they see if the Purnima is there at the time of sunrise. and that is considered as Purnima. So there is a lot of interpretation in Panchanga as well.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, that I
Delhi
don't know.
Purnima is tomorrow afternoon till day after afternoon.
Oh, okay. That's great. Okay, let's come back to the lesson now.
Yes.
Today we'll see the last week you guys have asked me about the nakshatra, but the first year, the basic year is not about learning about the nakshatra, but getting a hint about it and knowing about the 27 nakshatras name and where it was in the zodiac sign. It will be important when we are studying about the nakshatra in a very great detail. We'll come to know more about this. Okay, but before that, you just understand the name only. What is that?
Vanita,
Hmm.
I got between 2-3 questions. Can I ask now?
Yeah, you can.
The last one, because I just missed something, or maybe I got wrong information. Yeah, shall I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, go ahead. If I can answer in 30 seconds, I
Vanita,
can.
madam, what is
Go
that?
ahead.
Let us consider, just because regarding Bhava, yesterday we were telling that, Kendra and Parampara and all, 147 Trikona, and that. There I got small doubt. Shall I ask you that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Suppose,
Good.
please suppose, let us consider a native has got a horoscope. Let us consider. Shall I tell you?
Yeah,
Say
go
barn
ahead.
about something. Say, please take it. Here say Lagna is Simalagna. Let us consider.
Okay.
Lagna, Simalagna. And it's about 30, 40 is born. He's just for my understanding. Simalagna. Then that is the first house, no? Lagna.
That is
Fifth
your
house will
first
be
house. Yes, that is your first house. Yes.
Then second house, he is Ravi Chandra.
Okay, Ravi Chandra. Second house is the sun and the moon. Okay.
Seventh house is Guru Shukra.
Okay, Guru Shukra. Okay.
And eighth is Neptune.
Leave it Neptune. Then.
Then 11th is Rahu.
Okay.
Sorry, Lagna 1, 2, 3, 4. 7th house is Rahu.
So you have
then
the birth details?
9th house is Shani.
Okay, you have the birth
but
details?
the chart I got. What I want to know, madam, what I want to just let us go to Bhava. You told me that let us consider 1, 4, 7, 10. Now, what I want to ask you, you are telling 1, 4, 7, 10. We are considering Bhava. You are telling now. Let us this person born at that, say 30, 40 years back. At that time, these are the planets, no? Correct. These are the planets ruling at that time. At the time of the birth of the child. Correct. These are the planets were there in the critical houses. Say about 30, 40 years when this native was born. Correct. Correct. At the time of birth, these were the These were the chart. Birth chart. Correct. Now, when you say that you go to Bhava, say we get 1, 4, 7, 10. Let us consider the number 8th house is longevity. There, disease, everything is there. That means to say that will whatever the planets were there, will be whatever was there in 30, 40 years back, it will be same. Now also it will be the same position.
No. Okay, wait a second. That's a good question. I will tell you what. That is the snapshot when you are on when you born on that particular time. That is your snapshot of your that is the base you build on. Okay, consider all the 5 elements together, and you are born, and this is the combinations you have. That is your base. That won't change. That is permanent. Okay, but when it becomes permanent for you, but that is a snapshot only. But the Rahu or Ketu, Sun or Moon, it's not going to stay in the same place all the time, right? It will be revolved around. For example, Jupiter will move from finish the one round of the zodiac cycle. So zodiac will in 12 years. So the same goes for every other planet. Will have its own number of years of the cycle. So then that will be, you will learn in the Kochar. There is a thing called Kocharam. Kocharam means how the planet is revolving now. When you are learning about the Dasha Buddhi and the Kochar, then you will understand this connection. This is the snapshot when you are born, and now the planet was in this position, and what kind of the Dasha which the Jataka was what kind of the Jataka is in which dasha, then what the Kochara means, how the planet is revolving now. What is the position of the planet now? Then what is the dasha of the Jataka? Then all combined together, you will understand what's happening for this person today.
One more thing, what I wanted to know, on that day we were talking 147 Trikona and let us consider house is in 8th longitude, trouble, occult science. So how to which is it is? Longitude is there, trouble is there, in-laws are there, everything is there. How to know which is particularly is it affecting longevity or trouble, the troubles, three secrets, occult signs, and in-laws? How to know which is the, suppose he is expected to longitude, how will come to know?
Okay, when you are, every person have the different kind of circumstances which they want to look into, right? For example, at any point in time, consider you want to see your longevity only. Then you have to see the relevant houses in your zodiac sign. Even though the one zodiac sign will represent the different kind of the relation, different kind of the situation in your life, but when your question comes on, for example, how many years I'm going to live, then you will find out based on that houses what are the graha present in it, and then you will go along with that flow. Don't worry about why this longevity contains the diseases also, desire also, and other relations also. Don't worry about that. There is actually everything have a reason in it. When you are learning more and more, you will understand the connection also. For one jataka, from one horoscope, you will be able to understand all the relationship of you. For example, you may, from your jataka itself, you can able to understand how is your father, mother's health, how is your first cell, second cell, third child, and what is the spouse going to be, and how many child they are going to have, and how is their education will be. Everything you can understand from your single natal chart itself. But mostly importantly, everybody have to see on their own chart itself. That will give you the precise information.
So, for example, eighth house is eighth or longevity means that suppose there is some bad, you are telling bad stresses, but Rahu, Ketu and all there, then that will boost the this one.
Risk more. It depends. It depends on what are the aspecting and what are the planets, what are the planet conjunct with it. Is there any combustion happened, retrograde happens, exaltation, depletion, everything you have to consider. Then you will find out the analysis of that particular question.
Okay. No, thank you. What I was thinking that whatever this birth chart at the time of the birth, that the same will be continued, but according to Dasha Bhukti will change. Correct, no?
Correct.
Dasha Bhukti will change. Okay, thank you.
Now we are in a basic. That's why I didn't touch any of it.
Yeah.
We will go basic one by one because we not even finished the basics.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Enough. Nice of you.
Yeah. Now we're getting into the nakshatra. This is nakshatra basic only. Then in the first year of your learning, you no need to worry about the nakshatra. But for your understanding, when you will keep on seeing this again and again, you will get a gain of it. At least you will understand, okay, which zodiac sign contains which nakshatra, who's the lord of it. There are the two important things you have to understand when you're learning about the nakshatra. The name of the nakshatra. There are 27 nakshatras. Even though if 27 nakshatras, whenever you have a time, whenever the time possible for you, whenever you have a free time, just recite the 27 nakshatras name. That's more than enough. You no need to have an intention of mugging it up, but just recite the name. That's more than enough. Okay. Now, anyone want to read the 1 to 27 names?
I can try.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I can do. Ashwini.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bharani. Kritika. Rohini. Mrugashira. Aridra.
Ardra. Okay.
Punarvasu. Pushya.
Go ahead.
Ashleja. Make.
Maga.
Puba. Pura Palguni. Uttara. Hasta. Chitta.
Chitra actually. Okay, go ahead. The spelling
Swati.
Okay.
Chitta. Swati. Vishake. Anuradha.
Jyeshta.
Moola.
Okay.
Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shavana, Dhanishta, Shatabisha, Purvabhadra, Uttarabhadra, Revati.
That's awesome. Okay, remember one thing, there depends on the language, the names is also differ. For example, in Tamil, most of the things were same, but like the Purvashada, Uttarashada.
It is in Kannada, what I said.
Yeah. Then Purva Palguni, Uttara Palguni, like Jeshta, Aslesha, this have the different names. Okay, suppose if you're reading a Tamil book about the nakshatras, you may not exactly find the same names. Okay.
The same is true with Malayalam, if I'm not mistaken.
Malayalam also same?
Yeah. In our class, there is one person in Malayali. He tells us it's the same.
Ah, I see. Okay. If anybody was in the Tamil want to know about what's the nakshatra names in Tamil, message me in the group. I will send you that list also. But remember one thing, whenever you're reading the book, these names will differ. But this is in a Sanskrit. That's why I gave you this. But whenever you find time, repeat again, recite this name again and again. You no need to have an intention of mugging it up. If these names have its original power on its own, that will imbibe in you no matter what. Okay. That is the first thing you have to know about the name of the stars. That was one thing we done. Then another thing is the owner of the lord of this nakshatras. That is the owner of this nakshatras. Remember when you are learning about the 12 zodiac signs, we learn about the owner of the houses also, right? The lord of that particular zodiac sign also, correct? The same thing goes for nakshatra also. For Ketu, there are the 3 nakshatras. Every 9 grahas have 3 nakshatras on its own. Its wounds 3 nakshatras. So 9 into 3, 27. So for Ketu, it was 3 nakshatras. Ashwini, Maga, Mula. Shukran, 3 nakshatras. Bharani, Purva Palguni, Purvashada. Surya, Kritika, Uttara Palguni, Uttarashada. Chandran, Rogini, Hasta, Shravana. And Mars, Mangal, Mrigashira, Chitra, Dhanishta. And Ragu, Ardra, Swati, Shatabisha. Jupiter, Guru, Punarvasu, Vishaka, Purubhadra. Saturn, Pushya, Anuradha, Uttarabhadra. And the last one, Mercury, Aslesha, Jesta, Revati. This one also you remember along with the owner. Find it as just make it as a fun while you are learning.
You will be giving us the list, Vanita.
I will give you the Excel sheet itself. Don't worry.
Okay.
Vanita,
yeah.
Vanita, next to these nakshatras, you have put 10, 11, 12. What is that? What does it indicate?
I'm going to tell you that. Yeah.
Okay.
If you are considered you are born in Dhanush Rashi, and in the Dhanush Rashi, you born on your Lagna is on the Mula Nakshatra. Okay. Imagine that one Jataka was born on the Dhanush Rashi, and that too on the Lagna is on the Mula Nakshatra. So who is the owner for the Mula?
Ketu.
Then that point in time, you will have the 7. This is the sequence is same. Okay, the Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury. This sequence won't change. Okay, but it depends on where the star is starting. Consider for this example, starting with the Mula. Then your lifetime first 7 years it's a Ketu. Then the next 20 years it's Shukran. Then the next 6 years Surya. Next 10 years Chandra. It goes on like that till 120 years. If you live more than 120 years, then the life cycle again come back to Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, like that. Okay, for example, another example we will take. Considered one person was born on let's make it as a different one. Rishabha Rashi, Rogini Nakshatra. So that time, what is the Dasha Bhukti will start? Okay, first thing you have to understand what is the name of the star. We know Rogini and the Rishabha Rashi. And who is the owner of this Rogini?
Moon.
Okay, then the first thing is start with the Chandran was Chandra Dasha will start for 10 years. Don't worry about this Chandra Dasha and other stuff now. It's this is too much for you at this point. For your understanding, I'm telling you, if you don't understand this, don't worry about it. We'll have a great, in a great detail, you will understand and learning in the second year. Okay. For the Dasha period, let's mark it up. 7. This particular table, you have to mark it up. There is no choice. Okay. 7, 26, 10, 7, 18, 16, 19, 17. No other go. You have to mark it up. Okay. Now it's coming into the interesting part. Okay. If you don't understand this Dasha period and the examples are also confusing you, don't worry about it. Okay. Okay, let's come into the Nakshatra Pada in Rasi. Before that, one house will have the 9 legs, that is the 9 Pada. Okay, one star will have the 4 legs, that is the 4 Pada. Now you have to calculate one nakshatra was having the 4 Padam. Then how many nakshatra you have?
3.
No, totally how many?
3.
27 nakshatra.
27.
Oh, that's 20. Oh, each house is 3. Yeah.
Into 3.
Wait. My question was not end. Totally 27 nakshatras. One nakshatra is having 4 pathas. Now my question is, how many total pathas?
108.
108, right? Okay, now we'll keep that in mind. Then coming into the zodiac. Wait a second, let me reduce this. Okay, you can able to see the zodiac wheel, right? The chart.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll start with the Mesha. Mesha, who's the owner of that zodiacs in Mesha? It's the Mars. Correct? Okay. Now the Mars was, the Mesha Rasi was holding 3 nakshatras. One is Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika. There was one condition here. Every zodiac sign will hold only 9 pathas. One nakshatra was holding 4 pathas. Okay. Now take from the list first Ashwini 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second nakshatra Bharani 1, 2, 3, 4. Now third nakshatra Kritika. But here what is our condition? Every zodiac sign will hold only 9 pathas. Okay. So we'll take the two quarter nakshatras. That means from the Akshwini, we take the 1, 2, 3, 4 pathas, Bharani 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Kritika will take only 1. That's why every zodiac sign will hold 2 quarter nakshatras. This point understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now move on to the Rishabha. What are the remaining in the Kritika nakshatra? Next one is the Kritika, right? What are the remaining pathas? 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, 4.
Then the Rishabha is holding 2, 3, 4 of the Kritika. Now
Yes,
Rohini. Rohini is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now combine this one, 3 and 4, 7. We still need 2 pathas. Then we take the next nakshatra, Mrigashira. First 1 and 2 pathas. So totally 9 pathas will hold in the Rishabha. Kritika 2, 3, 4. Rohini 1, 2, 3, 4. Mrigashira 1, 2. So totally now 9 pathas. Now we'll move on into the Mithuna, Mrigashira. Remaining what is that Mrigashira? 3 and 4 pathas.
3 and 4.
Then Ardra 1, 2, 3, 4. Punarvasu 1, 2, 3. So totally now it has the 9 pathas. Now we'll come into the last, the fourth one, Kadaka. Kadaka is next. What is the next one? Sorry, the remaining one of the Punarvasu is the 4. Pushya 1, 2, 3, 4. Ashlesha 1, 2, 3, 4. The same concept repeat goes on for all the 12 zodiac signs. At this point, you have any doubt? How the pathas will?
Okay.
Okay, this is good, right? Okay, now the interesting question. Now the interesting point here. For the Mars, the Mesha Rasi, owner is the Mars, have the 3 nakshatras, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika. For the Ashwini, who's the Lord? Ketu.
Ketu.
For the Bharani, who's the Lord?
Venus.
Venus. Kritika, who is the Lord?
Sun.
Sun. Here is the interesting one. When any of the Jataka who's present on the Mesha Rasi, and they have an impact of, considered this particular Jataka born on the Mesha Lagna, on the star of the Bharani. What does that mean? So this particular Jataka have a significant impact from the Venus, from the Mars, then whatever the Graha which is present on it, in additionally, what are the other aspects from the graha to the lagna? This much clear?
No, madam.
Can you repeat it, please?
Okay.
No, please repeat. Didn't follow.
Yeah. Considered one
Please
jataka.
go a little slow. It's very confusing.
Okay, I will go slow. Okay, wait a second.
May only tell me.
Okay, considered. This is not. Okay, this is not tough one. It's very easiest one. Maybe I continuously speaking. That's why you feel it is very tough. It's not like that. Considered was one jataka born on Mesha Lagna. Okay. Now with the star of Bharani. This much clear? I didn't say anything. The one Jataka, which is born on the Mesha Lagna, Nakshatra is the Bharani. How you find this Nakshatra? That every software will show you where which Nakshatra this particular Jataka was born. When you are doing the practical classes, when you are going to learn about the Nakshatras, that time I will show you where you can find that in the software also. But now imagine this one Jataka will holding the Mesha Lagna with Bharani Nakshatra. Okay. So for this one, who's Mesha Lagna means who is the owner?
Mars.
Owner is Mars.
Yeah, owner is Mars. Okay. Now, first thing, in the Mesha Lagna, imagine there was only one graha present in it, that is Sun. Okay. Now, the star is Bharani. Who is the lord of the Bharani?
Venus.
Which graha present in it?
How to know? How to know?
Which you want to know? The Bharani, how I find the Lord is Venus?
There's a list now.
It's in the list.
The Bharani, who's the owner? Venus is the owner, right?
Mars.
Mars.
Owner is Mars. How to? Where Venus can feature?
Two different things. One is zodiac sign. The zodiac. Okay, let me show it in the graph. Wait a second. Let me show it in the chart. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I will open the Jagannath. Display chart. Display. Something else. Okay. Let me share this one first. Okay, everybody can see the chart, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for this one, where is the ascendant? Okay, here, the Kanni Lagna. Okay, let's go with the Kanni Lagna. For this Kanni Lagna, the nakshatra is the Hasta nakshatra. For the ascendant is the Kanni Lagna and the nakshatra is the Hasta. Now we'll take this example. Here, the ascendant didn't have any graha in it. So what you are going to say here? Okay, remember this one, okay? Let me take the screenshot of it and I can show you that whole system. So I can write. Let me share now. Okay, now we can see the Excel sheet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for this one, the Kanni Lagna, anybody have objection on it when I say Lagna, you can understand, right? Is it Kanni Lagna or not?
Yes, it is Kanya.
Okay. From the Jagannath Hura itself, we saw it's the Hasta Nakshatra. Okay. There was no graha present in it. This is all the information we derived from the chart. We are not adding anything. When we understand Kanni Lagna, Hasta Nakshatra, only two things. There was no graha present in it. Okay. Now we'll see Kanni Lagna. Who is the owner of the Kanni?
Mercury.
Mars.
Yeah.
Mercury.
Mercury.
Okay. Now the nakshatra is the Hasta. Now we'll come here. Where is the Hasta?
Rohini.
Moon is the
Moon is the Lord. Okay. Then the nakshatra Lord is the Moon. Then is there any graha present in this ascendant? There was no graha present in the ascendant. Okay. Then now we'll see what I'm trying to say, that point is, for this Jataka, the Mercury and the Moon plays a significant role of this Jataka, for particularly on the first house. That means definitely this Jataka will be beautiful. Deriving from the Mercury.
Where is Moon? Where is Moon here? Moon is not there, no? How will come to Moon?
Moon is not there.
Hasta. It comes from Hasta.
It comes from the Hasta.
Vanita, tell me one thing. Suppose it is any in the ascendant, suppose there is no graha at all. So whosoever the ruler is of that ascendant, plus whatever the Rashi Lord is, both will be active.
So this rule is
Nakshatra Lord.
Nakshatra Lord, both will be active, right?
So house lord and the nakshatra star lord will be the influences.
Yeah, but this one is the default for everybody. It's not like in the ascendant it didn't have an agraha, then this is the rule. No, this is not even a rule. This is the nature. This is the default behavior.
Right.
Wherever the ascendant, who's the owner of that zodiac sign, and the nakshatra, who's the lord of that nakshatra. Then definitely these two plays the prominent role in addition to
the planets present there.
Planets present there, plus the aspect of any of the graha aspecting the lagna. Okay, now tell me, in this chart, is there any graha aspecting the ascendant?
Yes.
Which one?
Ravi.
Yeah, Surya is aspecting.
How will come to Vanita? Ravi? How?
Oh,
how will it follow? See, Kanya Lagna is Mercury the owner.
Yeah, Mercury is the owner.
Sun always aspects 7th house, right?
Yes.
So Sun is in the Mesha.
Okay, let's go one by one. First thing, consider about the Lord of the Rasi. That is whoever is the owner of this Rasi, consider that one first. Then go with the Nakshatra Lord. Okay, second one. Then check if there are any Graha present in it. Okay, if there was no Graha, move on. Then what you have to see the aspect. Aspect means, for in this Lagna, is there any other Graha aspecting this Lagna or no?
How will come to Vanita?
That 7th house for this thing, Ravi.
Sun always aspects 7th house. In this case, diagonally opposite we have Sun. So 7th house from Sun is the aspect, the Lagna. So,
okay, any other planet?
Let's see.
Mercury.
Okay, Mercury, no, because the Mercury have only 7. No. Venus 7. No. The Mars. Mars is, what is the aspect of the Mars?
6.
Mars is 4, 7, 8.
Mars is 4, 7, 8.
Yeah. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's 6th house, so it is not.
7, 8. So Mars is not aspecting ascendant. Let's go with Saturn. Saturn is how many aspects having?
3, 7, 10.
Okay, now let's check 1, 2, 3. No.
No, it is not aspecting any.
7, 8, 9, 10. No. Okay, let's go with Rahu. Moon is also 7. Okay, so Moon is also no. Okay, now go with Rahu and Ketu. Let's go with the Jupiter. Jupiter definitely, because it's already retrograde and it was not even 5, 7, 9. It's not. So we are going with the Rahu. How many aspects Rahu will have?
3, 7, 11 in the reverse direction.
Okay, now go 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, let's go with 1, 2, my God. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So no. Now go with the Ketu also definitely.
No, nobody is aspecting except Sun.
Except the Sun. Okay, from this one itself, you don't have any other thing. And but with least information, you have the Kanni Lagna, Mercury is the owner, there was no Graha in it. Then you have to see additionally one information. When there was no Graha in it, who is the owner? Mercury is the owner. You have to see where the Mercury is in the entire chart. The Mercury in which house?
1, 2, 4, 7th house.
Really?
8th.
Okay. Then the owner of the owner is present in the 8th house. Is that having an impact we have to consider? Yes, but this comes in when you are deriving all the information. This information will help you at the end. Okay, when you are getting any information from one boxes, you have to add on top of it, then you finally come into a conclusion. Okay, at this point, this is more than enough. I don't want to confuse you more than this. This is why I gave you this example for the nakshatra only. Okay, there are two things you have to mark up. First one is this entire table. Definitely mark it up. It will help you in a different way. Initially, I had a thought like I don't want to mark up anything, and it really disturb in your learning. Okay, try and mark it up. Suppose if you don't have an interest to mark it up, also just decide whenever you find that. Then this one definitely you should have a handhold of it. Which zodiacs and how many which pathas, which nakshatras, and who's the lord. This one you should definitely mark it up. Okay, this two charts is definitely highly important. I highly recommend you to mark it up. Okay. Okay. Now we'll getting into the real lesson. Yeah, let me share the PowerPoint now. Now you may ask that then that is a fake lesson. No, that is the thing which I want to add on to our lesson. But that's not in the today's planning. And we quickly go through today's lesson. Okay. Now the last week also you had a question about what is a Shadbala? What is the meaning of the Shadbala? Why? But every time I gave you the slide with the heading Shadbala only, but I never explained what is a Shadbala. I had the reason of that because before we understand the Shadbala, we need to understand some of the few basic terms. Then we enter into Shadbala. It definitely a cakewalk for us. Okay. Shadbala means Sat is in Sanskrit is a 6, Bala is a strength. So there are the 6 components, 6 type of the components we are going to derive into a number that will representing your strength. Okay. The plan is how it is going to help us when you have the Shadbala. Okay, you derive all the calculation, you have it the Shadbala calculation in your hand. How it is going to help you? There are the 3 different fundamental aspects of the planets. One is how strong it is, how auspicious it is, what does signify. I believe it was taught by the Venkat the week. I believe that you guys have learned about it, right? So that's why I'm going speed in this thing. So there are the three elements only. One is the strong, one is the auspiciousness. What does it signify? Mainly, suppose not imagine. When you are born in a planet, when you are born in this Earth planet, you definitely receive a cosmic energy. So this cosmic energy, how strong you are receiving. The body which is built of this mission, this temple, how much it can hold. Okay, you receive the energy, but how it will be going to help you in your every phases in your life. How much it will, how you can proceed further in your life. You're mentally, physically stable in your life all the years, or you behave differently. That comes into the how auspiciousness comes. What does it signify? What signify means you definitely every person when their age is goes, they dive into different phases into their life, right? How the planet's influence affected the peoples. Okay. Okay, there is one important thing here. If you see any of the brahmacharis or any of the guru sages, they have the least significant from the planets. They won't some people which I heard from them, they not even get influence from the planet influence. There are different practices in the yogic culture because as we are living in India, they had a different practices to the planets should not influence them. In the ancient periods, they practiced different things. In this day, in this modern era, also now there are the few peoples practicing it. Try not to get influence from the planets. They want to lead their own life to reach the God. Okay, I make it as a very simple. Every peoples have a different opinion. Okay, let's move on. The purpose. Okay, Once you understand what is the strength, is the how much quantity your body, your temple can hold. And the auspiciousness and significance gives the quality of that. Okay, you consider you receive all kind of the strong energy from the cosmic, but you don't have any capacity to proceed further, or you don't have an idea to how to make impact in your life or others' life, then inauspiciousness comes into the picture, and there was no significant influence from the planet. They are also hiding away from you. Okay, there are these three things. One thing is the strength, how much the strength of the planetary effect in your life. What is the auspiciousness? What is the significance? These three words frequently we are going to use again and again, again and again. So this meaning is this only. Strength is the quantity. The other two things are the quality. Okay, this is for the interpretation purpose only. Suppose in case you feel like I don't like these three words, I don't want to, I feel discomfort, okay, choose your own words. The important thing here is the strength, auspiciousness, and significance. Okay. Now, the real thing about the Shadbala is the numerical value. They called it in the calculation. Nowadays, you don't need to calculate anything. But when very first time when I learned from my astrology teacher, he's my first teacher. He wrote everything. You have to give him the time and the date of birth and the place of the birth with the help of the Panchanga. Whatever the software now it was doing, he will do on his own. But that time, the Shadbala also they calculate by themselves. Shadbala is the numerical value only that exactly signify what is the strength of the planet. Okay, now we are going to see what are the 6 different components. Then all together they combined the strength that call it is the Shadbala. Okay, now see what are the 6 main components of this. Before that, let's see the objective. First thing is, we know about the Shadbala is the numerical value. It's a numerical calculations only. One of the term which they used in the calculation is the Virupa. Virupa means sometimes they in the calculation itself, this one calculation will contains only 0 to 30 Virupa. Some calculations you heard about that 0 to 60 Virupa. If the number is the high, then the Shadbala it will manifest fully on the Jataka. That means the significance of that particular planet is really high. For example, among the 9 planets, consider the Shadbala for the Surya is highest in the rank. That means the sun significance will be high on the Jataka. Then mainly when you see the Shadbala, the Surya's Shadbala is the high. Then what is the basic thing comes in your mind? All the characters of the sun will come into the mind. What is the sun significance? Anyone can tell?
Leadership.
Authority.
Yeah, then?
Ego.
Yeah, ego. Then?
Self-respect. Soul.
Then?
Outshining other planets.
Outstanding other planets in which
outshining.
Outshading? No, not all the time. Whenever it combusts only it will do. Not every other time. Imagine the Surya is like a strict teacher, very, very strict and cruel teacher. It plans to give you a lesson in your life. Definitely it will give. Surya is like a king. Imagine how the king have the quality in it, how the nature of the king. Exactly the king, the Surya will represent. Okay. The same thing goes for every other planets. For the moon. Okay, now tell me the significance of the moon.
Mother, emotional.
Caring.
Caring, motherly, nurturing.
Okay.
Travel, food.
Any other thing?
Forgiving.
What is that?
Forgiving.
Okay.
Mind imbalance.
Okay, mind imbalance will be there. Yeah, correct. Why the mind imbalance will come?
Waxing and waning.
Because of the waxing and waning of the sun.
Okay, now tell me about the Venus significance. This is the
Wealth,
last.
family,
Wealth,
Wealth,
Family,
family.
love, relationship,
creativity,
Why
speed,
wealth is
passion.
okay? Wait. Go slow. Go
World
slow.
pleasures,
What is that?
worldly pleasures.
Worldly places. Then.
communication,
Uh,
No. Oh no. Communication. No. Let me go.
Relationships.
Okay.
creativity,
Creativity. Yeah.
Love, harmony, luxury, prosperity.
Okay. About the money, right? The Shukra represents the small money. Imagine Shukra is a small money. What is the Jupiter significant? Jupiter is the big money. And all kind of the finance, teaching related, everything comes under Jupiter. Okay.
Vanita, how to know this? These characters I didn't follow. How to know these characters of this?
These
Basic
are
it
all
was.
set. No,
I
these
think
are all
forgot.
there, already set.
Basic it was. Basic it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned about this on when it was. I forgot the week number.
Oh God. I think I missed it. I think we had to character all the characters. I think I didn't miss it. But
Okay, whenever I find time, I will list out all the characters and send you in the group. Otherwise, you if anybody knows which week we recall that one significance of the planets.
yeah, we have this 1 minute.
Yeah, if you go through the video recordings, definitely you will find out.
I think 30th July this thing video it is. We have that.
Yeah.
where?
Shall I share it, Vanita, on the group if you don't mind?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah,
Please
okay.
do.
Okay, now will I go into the 6 components. Now we are exactly getting into the lesson. Okay, now see what are the 6 balas of the, when you try to find out what the Shadbala. Okay, what are 6 components? Sthanabala, Tikbala, Kalabala, Chestabala, Naisarikabala, and Drikbala. Okay, there are the 6 things. So see, now we are going to see about the Sthanabala only. In the next week upcoming, we'll see everything in a detail. Okay, now see about the Sthanabala means it exactly represents the zodiac sign position. It again, the Sthanabala is based on the 5 substrate, each related to the sign the planet is in. Remember which zodiac sign the planet is in. And Sthanabala means nothing but zodiac sign position. Remember this one word, everything comes into play. Then the Sthanabala, it's again have the 5 substance. Based on that only the Sthanabala is calculated. It reveals how well the planet can manifest in anyone's life based on the position in the particular sign. Okay, what are the 5 substance? One is Uchchabala, Sapta Vargaja Bala, Oja Ugma Rashi Amsa Bala, Kendradi Bala, and Drekhana Bala. All the 5 things combined, it gives you the Sthana Bala. Remember, in the Sadbala, there are the 6 components. First component is the Sadbala. How the Sthana Bala, how it was calculated based on the 5 things. One is Uchchabala, Sapta Vargaja Bala, Oja Ugmara, Shamshabala, Kendadi Bala, Drekana Bala. All the calculation combined together, that will give you the Sthana Bala. Okay, now we'll see the Uchchabala only. Okay, the Uchchabala will tell you how the planet gives us, Uchchabala gives us strength, that planets, how the exalted planet is. You remember, we learned about the exaltation of the planet. If the planet is on the exact degree of the full exaltation, it is the strongest one. I remember I told you this. If any one of the graha in any of the jataka, one planet was exalted means in that particular body, that particular nadis will be aligned properly 100%. If it was not aligned, depleted means the pranic energy will also go this way, or left or right. But if it was an exaltation, in anyone's life, it is in a balanced state. Okay. We also learned this in a very detail. I believe I gave one class about this. Whenever you find them, go ahead and revisit that also. It will give you the understanding about the exaltation in a different point of view.
So,
Okay,
Vinita, I was saying exaltation is then throughout the life, no? Or at that time of birth only?
Wait a second. Oh, The exalted planet, that thing is permanent in your entire lifetime.
Okay.
But that permanent is also changeable based on the Kochara and based on the Dasha. There are the various things you have to be.
Does it change or does it remain throughout?
Your exalted planet is exalted planet only. The snapshot of your birth, that natal chart won't change. The snapshot is the permanent for you.
Okay.
Whatever the planet which is exalted at the time of your birth, it is exalted throughout your life only. But
okay,
the exaltation, that what is the meaning of exaltation means? When the child was born, particularly if one graha was in exalted position means, then that is in a good balanced state. Okay, remember I told you about, imagine this is you. Imagine this is you. And there was this is the physical body. Okay, one important thing about learning about the Jataka is, I will tell you when you are going to move on, but now also I will tell you. First, D1 to D12 is for the physical body. Okay, later I will tell you about till that 60 thing. D60, I will tell you what is the division. But now remember, D1 to D12, it completely represent your physical body. I believe I teach you about the kosha also, right? Panchamaya kosha. This is your Anandamaya kosha, physical body. D1 to D12 chart represent the Annamaya kosha only, clearly representing the Annamaya kosha. Then the Pranamaya kosha and the Manomaya kosha and the Vijnanamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha will be represented till D60. We'll understand which one was representing when you are going forward. Okay, now we're coming into the exaltation point.
What is this D1, D60? D1 to D60?
Oh, wait a second, I'll show you that. It's a divisional chart. Now, when you are seeing in the birth chart, when you are seeing in the birth chart, right? This is the comprehensive condensed version of. You are seeing the Jagannath Purana now?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see this on your you can see my cursor moving.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is the D1. D1 of the natal chart means this is it's a comprehensive condensed version of you. There was no division in it. All the 360 degrees, all the 12 houses, this is the comprehensive version of you. Okay. But when you see the D9, see this? D9 Navamsha. So that is this one division is divided into 9 equal parts. Same thing goes for 999. Then again, once the division was made, the graha will be placed accordingly. Okay. It's not only for, okay, I will show you that. See this? This is the D2. See, this is the D2 chart. D2 chart means from your natal chart, this is divided into two. One, okay. One zodiac sign, how many degrees?
Vanita, totally
30.
confused about
30.
everything.
Okay.
Yes, Nita, it's very confusing now.
Very
Today
confused, have not understood anything.
Yeah, too many
Going
things
all over
to
left, right,
absorb.
center.
Okay, let me go slow. Okay, now understand only the Ucha. Okay, I don't want to confuse you here. Let me go slow.
I think Vanita, we should take up this divisions in a separate class.
Separate
because
session, yes.
we never came across this divisions earlier. Suddenly it has come up. That's why we are getting confused.
Oh, okay, I understand that point.
Yeah, we should
okay,
probably.
Now,
sorry, Vinny, we are slow learners.
Just
be a little patient with us.
That's okay.
She's very patient, Nina, but
okay, now understand only one point here. Don't worry about how the divisional chart is going to work, because you don't need to understand everything about the divisional chart now. But remember this one point. D1 to D12, it represents this physical body, whichever visible through your eyes. The body which you can see, that is represent from the D1 to D12. Okay. Mostly all the people, all the astrologers, they give importance to 1 and 9. D1 and D9. That is D1 is your natal chart. Whatever the chart which you are seeing, right? That is the D1. There is no division. Without any division, that is the D1. Navamsa chart, everybody hears, right? No?
Navamsha is, you mean the 9 planets, how they are placed in my chart. That is D9, right?
Okay, whenever you open the chart itself, in your Jataka itself, definitely they will give you 2 charts.
Yes.
One is for the natal chart, that is the birth chart. Then the second chart, it is a Navamsa chart, right?
What does that mean?
Okay.
Each Rashi.
Anybody will see which screen you are seeing now? You're seeing the Excel sheet or in the Jagannath Hora?
Jagannath Hora.
Okay. When even if your the Jataka was handwritten also, definitely you will have 2 chart in the Jataka.
Yes.
You have the horoscope in your hand? Anybody?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Definitely you will see this 2 chart, right?
Yes.
Yes. Lagna Kundali and Navamsha Kundali.
Navamsha Kundali.
Correct. The Navamsha is the D9. The not okay. Now I explain to Rashi Chakra. The natal chart is the D1. The division 1. There was no division. That is your natal chart. Navamsa is the D9. That is the 9 division chart. How it becomes 9 division, we'll have it as in a very, very separate class. That time I will tell you why it was a Navamsa chart becomes. Now you don't need to confuse on this. But remember this, the D1 to D12, whoever the Jataka is, which you can see through your eye, visibly see through your eye, that represents till divisional 12. Okay, when I right click, right, do you see this, the Hora, Dregna, Tramsa, Panchamsa, Sastamsa, Sapta, Ashta, Dasha, Rudramsa, Dvamsa, Dvadamsa, right?
Yeah.
Till D12, it represents your physical body. Whoever in this planet, there, which you can see through your eyes, that represented by the D1 to D12. Mostly all the peoples will see in your Jataka this one only, D1 and D9. Okay, which division which we want to concentrate on?
No, 1 minute, Vanita. So each division D3, D1 to D12, whatever you're telling, what does it refer to? Okay, in totality, 12, it is physical body, fine. Now Rashi chart in reference to what? When it comes to prediction, what is referred for what?
Okay, wait. That is an interesting one. See, when you see in the Rashi chart, how the houses was divided into 12, right?
Yes.
First house is representing the self, whoever the Jataka is. Second house is about the money. Third house about the courage. And fourth, what is the 4th house is representing?
Property, mother.
What is the 5th house?
Children.
6th house?
Creativity.
Health.
7th house? 7th house?
Partner.
House.
Okay.
Long list, secrets.
9th house?
Fortune.
Guru, father. Fortune.
Okay, now the 9th house, whatever it was representing in the Lagna, in the Navamsa chart, you will see clearly whatever the luck, whatever the fortune you can derive in this lifetime for this particular Jataka. You can. Okay, when the divisional chart, okay, when you are comparing against the natal chart and the Navamsa chart, right, you will, that point in time, you can understand with example also. Now, you don't need to confuse, but understand this one point. 12 houses, how the division, what is the property in each and every houses, that particular house. Okay, for example, if you want to learn more about your spouse, then go with the D7. That will give you in a grade D. Then if you want to learn about the more fortune luck in you, go with the D9. How much the auspiciousness the planet is holding. There is also one rule in astrology will come. If there was any depleted planet in the Rashi, but the same planet which is not in the depletion, sometimes this depletion will be cancelled based on the if the rule it satisfies the rule. the depletion is also cancelled. That you can consider, that point in time you will consider based on the Navamsha. But this time I don't want to confuse you more information on this. But when you are seeing the divisional chart more and more, you will you are like dissecting everything. Okay, imagine you are going to dissect a flower. Okay, contains, imagine it contains only 12 petals. Okay, you remove one petal, you remove 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. You see clearly. Okay, then you want to learn more about this 7th petal only. Then what you did, even though if you are going to see the 7th petal, you may not understand everything. So what you are going to do, you divide every petals into 7, then you join together all the logic, then you find out the solution. Okay, I know it's a little bit confusing, don't worry about that. Anyway, when you are going with the lessons, we'll learn one by one. But this one, nowadays, it was available in the software itself. You no need to put much effort on this. Okay.
So each, you mean to say D to 12 is each division represents one particular character or feature of that house.
Yes. Yes.
In depth, we are going to study that.
Yeah, exactly.
So D1 is our natal chart. So you will only study in totality what I or you look like. I mean, what in, right? And D9, Navamsha is D9. So what do we study there? I mean, so the 9th house aspects then.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. But remember one thing. You can only see the D1 chart, can give the analysis. Okay. But then you should not go with, depend only on the Navamsha. That may not give you the exact analysis report for you. You have to combine it with the natal chart. The natal chart is important. That is your base. You should not leave that. But you can go with any divisional chart, but you have to again combine with the D1 chart.
One last question, Vanita. When there is 12 up to D12 when we have, and each one is very important. Why in every Jatakam we only see D1? D1 is important, taken for granted. But why D9 is selected over D8 or D12?
Yeah, okay. For example, you just born and you have a good luck. Okay, then you will definitely have a good life partner, good education, good life, everything you will have. Okay, whatever the basic thing in your life. If the fortune was increased, everything will be also increased, right? You will have a wonderful life. Consider you don't have a luck, you don't have a fortune in you. Okay, then what that will become? You don't have your temple, the body temple didn't have an energy to hold any of the cosmic energy, so you will lose everything. You don't have whatever the things important in your life. The money is important, your life, the family is important, and your education is important, your health is important, your wealth is important. So this thing prominently you can easily understand from the D9. This is the kind of the shortcut they will do. Okay, even for the other division also 12, 24, 24 to 36, 36 to 48, 48 to 60 also. You no need to see every other division. There are the like how the D1 to D12 for the physical body, you just go and see D1 and D9. That is more than enough, because this is all the guidelines given by the sages. If you clearly analyzes the D1 and D9, anyone can clearly tell what is this physical body which you're going to have in this lifetime. It will tell you A to Z. That is why they go with the D1 and D9. But there is also more reason behind it. But now keep that in mind. This is more than enough. But when you see in the D12 to D24, you will really amazed, because that was related with the Pranamaya Kosha. In the Pranamaya Kosha, you can able to understand this particular body which is in this lifetime, how the prana will be used, how the prana will be wasted in which part of your life. That you can easily understand from D12 to D24. But that too, you no need to go through with all the division 12 to 24. There is a particular division only. Then you can easily, it's a condensed version. Whatever you learn from all the 12 division, If you see only these two, you will get everything. It's like instead of writing a long answer, it is a short answers. Find D1 and D9, you completely done with
they are the more significant ones is what we are trying
and
to
that will
conclude.
tell you everything. That will
Okay.
tell you everything. Whatever you are going to derive from the D1 and D12, even though if you are separately saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, consider you find out the 5 points based on the D1 to D12. The same 5 points you can derive from D1 and D9 also.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll finish with this one. Uchabala. The Uchabala, it's exactly represent the exaltation of the planet. Okay. One important thing about is, you remember the exaltation point, I will show you. You remember when the Surya, which is in the Mesha Rasi. Okay, Mesha Rasi, Surya is exalted.
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now we can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In the Mesha Rasi, which planet is exalted?
Sun.
Sun.
Sun exalted at exactly which point? It is at the 10 degrees. Okay. The one Rasi which is hold 30 degrees, right? This one zodiac sign which is holding 0 to 30 degrees. But the sun will exalted exactly at 10 degree. But remember, if the sun was present in this Mesha, even though if it was near to that exaltation point, that graha will get the exaltation benefit. For example, if the sun was in the 9, 6 or 8 degree, then the same benefit will also come because it was near to the exaltation point. Okay. And that's why these exaltation points are very much important. In Rishabha, okay, you can say for the Chandra is a special because in 0 to 30 degree, the Chandra is exalted at the Rishabha Rasi at the 3rd degree itself. So you can say Chandra is completely exalted at the Rishabha Rasi because only 1 and 2 degree only, right? It was very close. Even though the one Chandra was present in the 1 degree or 2 degree, it will definitely have the exaltation benefit. Okay. Mangal Makara 28 degree. You have to understand this point. It is going to be exalted at the end of the Makara. The degree is only 30, but its exaltation starts 28 degree. But you should not say, even though if it was Mangal is in the Makara Rasi, you definitely have to check the degree. Okay, then the Buddha Kanni, the midpoint. So it was like if the Kanni is in the 10 degree also, definitely it will achieve the exaltation. Guru, Kadaka, 5 degrees. So in this point also we can say 1, 2, 3, 4 also make it as the exaltation benefit. Shukra, Meena 27 degree. Remember this. Sani, Tula 20 degree. Okay. Rahu is in Mithuna, Ketu is in Danu, but some scriptures is declining this point also. They say Rahu and Ketu won't exalt in anywhere. But somewhat I was compromised with this logic. Ragu in Mithuna, Ketu in Danu. But if you are totally against it, leave this point. Okay. The debilitation we no need to see now. The Uchabala is based on the exaltation point only. Okay, as I said earlier, most of all the calculation throughout the Satbala is based on the Virupas. So Virupas is nothing but the strength. It comes with the numbers. Every calculation have one rule in it. Some calculation will tell you it contains only the 0 to 30 Virupas. Some calculation will tell you 0 to 60 Virupas. You have to calculate all these things? No need. Okay, I will show you this. Then we'll end the lesson for today. In Jagannath Hora. You can see that in Astro Sage also. Next week, I will show you how you can see that in Astro Sage as well. That. You see anywhere Satbala?
You can go to the strength session.
Which one?
Strength tab.
Strength tab, next tab.
So you are on the basics tab. The next tab is strength.
Oh no. That was no, I'm not seeing this. Do you see that? Shadbala here.
There.
I'm in the strength tab only. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I was in a different screen mindset. Okay. For this Jataka, based on the now we are seeing only under Sthanabala. Don't come into you may not understand altogether now, but we from that component we went into only one. In that one also there was the 5 division. In the 5 division we saw first one only. Okay. In the next classes we'll see everything. Then you understand the Shadbala. In the Astro Sage itself you can clearly see. Let me see. I opened that. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, Astro Sage screen was flash.
Quantity you said?
What is that?
Quantity, not quality.
No,
Strength?
Shadbala combined the quality and quantity. Okay. Your strength is the quantity. Your auspiciousness and the significance is the quality. Okay. All these 3 components represent the Shadbala. But how the Shadbala is calculated based on the 6 components. The first one is the Sthanabala. From the Sthanabala, there is the 5 more subdivision. In the 5 subsets, we just saw first one only. That is the Sthanabala. Sorry, Uchchabala. Okay. You see, I try to open the new chart. You go with Neelamu. If you go down, there was Shadbala and Bhavabala, right? Click on that. You can type. Oh, I did. Why it's not going? What is this only? I don't know how I went. You're saying Astro Sage only, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I went. Do you see any of the Shadbala?
No, you go to the table, there is a Shadbala table. Can you come down?
I did.
No. Okay, can you go back to the previous screen? Yeah, there you see Shadbala. Shadbala and Bhavabala.
Where are you seeing?
No. There was a previous screen, previous page.
Yeah, I know. I came to that only. I don't know how I come to
First open Kundali, then.
Yeah. There. See? Next to friendship table. Yeah.
Next to friendship table. Are we in the same screen?
Scroll down. Nice. Scroll down. Yeah.
Here?
There you Shadbala.
Yeah, I clicked that only, but it's not going anywhere.
Open the Kundali, maybe there you'll be.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, maybe that's the reason. Let me see. Oh, why? It didn't do anything. It's not opening. Oh, that's weird. It's not doing anything. I don't know what's this doing. Repeat it again. Oh, you open some other one.
Open mine, Vanita.
I tried to open yours only. You Neelam, right?
Yes, right.
I tried yours only, but it's not opening. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, maybe my firewall was restricting. Okay, leave it. I'll show you next week, definitely.
Okay, that's fine.
You're running late now.
Yes, I was running too late now. Okay, we'll end this class now. Even if you have a question, we'll continue from next week. We'll start with the doubts, then we'll continue our class. Is that okay?
Vanita, I had asked a question. Maybe next week we'll take it. In that Pada's chart, against Ashwini, Barnindal, you have There is a numerical list, 10, 11, 12. What does it indicate? I had asked.
Oh, where is why you say? Oh, that is the dasha. When you born, right? Consider you born on the Ashwini Nakshatra. Then you started with a Ketu dasha. Then this order continues. This order is
that I understood. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You got the point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great then. Okay, we'll see you all next week then. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Very interesting session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.